I'll stay up here. I've never felt so tall. It's great, this.
Do you do this?
Clint who?
Do you do this sort of thing at home?
No. Only when I get out. That's right. You see, it doesn't matter when it's somebody else's table, does it?
I never really liked it anyway, so...
Yeah, all right.
Sit down and take the weight off those magnificent legs. I do wish I could do that sort of thing. Do you have legs of steel?
Well, no, I've done it ever since I was a kid, actually, the tap dancing, so I'm quite used to it.
Why did you take it up in the first place?
Well, my mother made me, because I'd got sparrow legs. You know, as a kid, I was one of those little wiry lads with thin legs. They went up like that, and then the knee came out.
Yeah.
You know, and then up again. And they all thought, he's puny. He's puny, is that lad. You want to send him for dancing lessons, you see. So I was winning the cross-country at the same time. They didn't realise it was just wiry. And I used to have to go for these tap dancing lessons because it was thickening his legs up.
What did the other boys think?
Well, that was it. You see, it just got me into a lot of fights. That's all. Because at school, the lads used to say, you go for your dancing lesson. Do you have to wear a ballet frock? So all it did was, you know,
Yes.
so I'll show these some...
And I hope you won.
I used to kick them, you see. I got the good steps.
Were you a bright boy?
No. There's a reason for that. Because... hereditary. I couldn't see very well, but nobody realised it, you see. When I was a kid, I was very short-sighted, and they didn't have compulsory eye tests at school until I was 7. So up until being 7, I couldn't see, but I didn't realise that I couldn't see because I had never seen what it was like to see sharp objects. It was all a blur. And I didn't know what was on the blackboard. I didn't know that they were writing anything on the blackboard at all.
Didn't know there was a blackboard?
No. The teacher was something that moved very secretively around. And then there was a clock. They used to have a clock where they used to turn the fingers around and say, now, what time is it? Say, you, George, it's 1:15. And they come to me. I didn't know what time it was. I couldn't see the clock. I didn't know she had a clock.
This must have changed your whole view of life, didn't it?
Well, I thought these kids are a bit smart, you know. I don't know how they found this lot out, but they were all too good for me. And then at 7 years old, the compulsory eye test, when this fella came and he says, now, what can you see? And I couldn't see anything. He was so aghast, he went like that. And we had to peel him off the wall. I said, this kid can't see a thing. And so he got me these glasses, and suddenly the whole world came into focus, and I could see at the top of a church steeple there was a clock. And at the top of buses there were people up there, and there were all these signposts that I'd never seen in my life before. And so I thought, oh, that's what it's all about, is it? Because, you see, Mum and Dad took me to the pictures once, and black and white film, when I couldn't see. And I thought, what they come here for? Who was just sitting there looking at a fog? Swirling fog, as far as I was concerned. I thought, this is daft, paying money for this. Yorkshiremen doing that, it's crazy. So it all came to light later, you know, so
yeah.
I didn't get that clever either.
Isn't it funny how people can be short-sighted and long-sighted? That doesn't happen with hearing. You don't say, I'm sorry, I'm long of hearing, would you mind going over there? Very strange. So, do you wear contact lenses now, do you?
Pardon? Yeah, I've got contact lenses in at the moment now, and I don't wear them that well, but the glasses that I used to wear, you see, people got used to me not wearing specs, and so the glasses that I used to wear were so thick, they can make them much thinner these days, but they were so thick that I looked like somebody that received stolen jewellery. And when you've got glasses that thick, trying to sing a song like fairy tales can come true, it can happen to you. You need little eyes, you know.
Your childhood does sound, from what I've heard you say before, to be quite idyllic. You seem to see it in sepia, rather like a Hovis ad. Was it a bit like that?
Well, that was my home, really. The Hovis ad, really, is exactly the kind of place that I was born. It was one up and one down, terraced on 3 sides, so you could hear the people poking their fires on 3 sides, you know. In fact, we didn't have to have our fire on if the other 3 had theirs on, because 3 hot walls. which is very nice.
But you started very young as a professional at 14. Were you chaperoned and properly looked after?
Yes, there was quite a few of the... I left school at 14, you see, so really I was what you call a professional, going up and down Wiggins and Blackburns. And there was a lot of the kids in the show who were still going to schools. So they had to go to a different school each week because we were on tour. And so they used to have the matron, you see. And so luckily my mother used to come along on occasions, but they used to have to take it in turns, you see.
Because she's had 4 weeks as matron with them, and I haven't had anything yet.
See, so one of the mothers said,
They're going to Cleethorpes next week, that's me.
and so the matrons used to go along to look after the folks that were at school.
National service got in the way of your career, didn't it?
Yes.
Did that teach you some unusual skills?
Well, I told you my granddad was a barber, and my mother was a hairdresser, so they taught me how to cut hair, so that it would save me a bit of money or earn me a little bit of money.
So you were a camp barber?
Yeah, well, if you pardon the expression. I was practicing trumpet then.
Yeah.
I just got the trumpet, and there's the violin and the trumpet, and there really are violent sounds when you're just learning at the beginning. They're pretty awful. Mine still is. But I was doing all this, and they couldn't really be cross with me, you see, because if they were cross about my trumpet playing, I used to give them a bad haircut. And there was one lad that was really nasty, he was really bully. And he said, "Give me a haircut, I want a haircut. Give me my haircut now," you see. So I said, okay. So I gave him a real fancy one. He couldn't see what I was doing, but it was like topia at the back, you know. And I left him with a rude word on the back of his head.
I mentioned your renowned versatility. I mean, how many instruments do you play?
Well, in all honesty, when there's real musicians around, none. Because as a trumpet player, to trumpet players, I'm a good tap dancer. To tap dancers, I'm a good trumpet player. To a good tap dancing trumpet player, I'm a good bricklayer. But I've once played 43 instruments, continuing a tune. That's the thing, in 4 minutes, just for a joke, just for the record break.
40?
43.
43.
Different ones. But you have to continue the tune. I mean, the main thing is remembering which one it is and how to pick them up and put them down.
Is there anything you can't play?
I can't play any violins and things like that, cellos, as I said. But I could play, Can you play your own cheeks like this? Right, these two. Are you ready?
I would play that, but your nose has started bleeding, so I don't think I...
Teeth have fallen out.
Give it a nice wipe, and we'll continue chatting in just a moment. For the moment, Roy Castle, thank you very much indeed.